Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skyrim. And this hairy, angry looking gentleman here, this is Rorik. And the cell that you see us in is in fact not but a dream. Because Rorik is a member of was a member of a guild. That guild was the Guild of the Crimson Lance. Now the Guild of the Crimson Lance was looking for... Let me just change some mods while I'm talking about this. The Guild of the Crimson Lance was looking for a scout to head to Skyrim. As there's a dark elf there who required their help, who was tracking a fugitive from Morrowind. A very dangerous fugitive from Morrowind. And so this guy was heading to Skyrim for that. But on the way, he learnt of the guild's utter destruction. So, he's not entirely sure that doing this job was the right thing to do. Whether he should still continue to do it. However, so in the meantime, he's currently camping outside of Helgan on his way to Riverwood or Whiterun to meet another friend. This is a dream. A recurring dream that Rorik has been having. He's in a cell. There is nothing but a dead skeleton, obviously, and a bed, and a door, which Rorik can pound at, but no one will respond. So, now this is unusual because usually when he pounds, someone on the other side tells him to shut up and, return to his bed. Occasionally, he has dreams that they come in and beat him. But not today. This is new. The statue of Mara has always been there. However, it's never had this dish, and it's never been so drawing to Rorik. Rorik seems to need to talk to it. He seems to think it's something to do with his old life and how he wants to leave it behind. This cell, he seems to suspect, represents his old life, trapped in his old life in Cyrodiil, a life of service to this guild that he doesn't believe is right. The barring at the door, the fact he believes he can't escape from this guild as he was given as a young child. He does not know his parents. He only knows the service to the guild. And the guild were quite cruel to him. They used him to mine and collect resources for them. And he'd be doing that for hours, sometimes days at a time, without rest. And now he's got a chance to be free because they had no other choice but to send Rorik to head and deliver, to get this message. See what this red guard wants. Sorry. This dumber hunter wants. Rorik has, been forced to go to Skyrim, a cold, harsh terrain, in nothing but a light suit of fur armour. Now, he's wearing rags here because this is a dream, obviously, but he is wearing fur armour where he is sleeping. Anyway, all that aside, he approaches the statue. He looks deep into the eyes of Mara, even though they are closed.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
He's shocked that the statue speaks to him in a voice that sounds so familiar yet stranger to him. It feels nurturing and motherly. but oddly distant. So, we could tell her anything. We could tell her... Oh, we could tell her we came by ship. But we didn't. We could tell her we own property in one of the holds, but we do not. We could tell her we're a soldier in the army, but it would be a lie. No, we are camping in the woods.
The woods can be so peaceful this time of year. Good hunting.
Strange, it said, choose where your new life will begin. Perhaps this means the door is unlocked? No. The door is not unlocked. Oh well, let us return to bed. It's how it ends all his other dreams. But this felt a bit more than a simple dream. Oh, he awakes, stretches his legs, and we can set some mods while we think of that next sentence. We'll enable dogs, tavern crows. We'll enable tavern crows. Tavern activity. No. Tavern crows. No. Basements will activate that. Stables, jails, farms, wilderness, and interior weather. That's not. Easter eggs will disable. The sound of my stomach. So Rorik is amazingly hungry. Luckily he should have some food. Enable or disable in the wilderness. Okay. Pretty much the wilderness ones I always accept, because they're all good. Last but not least, the dungeons. Enable or disable sounds. Let's see. Dwemer Ruins. The player in Dwemer Ruins consist of distant metallic impacts. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. Yep, one has standard caves, forts, we'll have that. Mines would definitely have that one. Sewers will have that. I don't know where any sewers are, but farmers, yeah, distant, we'll have that. Undead? No. Because it gets a bit ridiculous, really. And otherwise I would have it. Huh? We hear blade crash and bang from the distance. Oh! Now Rorik saw the shadow of this flying creature across the floor and looked up to see what appeared to be a mythical creature, dragon, as he remembers from these storybooks that he wasn't supposed to read, but did. So, while Rorik decides what this could possibly mean, he stands by the fire and plans his next move, while we plan his equipment. We're gonna have a long gun, and we want a woodcutter's axe. I'm afraid we have nothing else. Q, woodcutter's axe. Oh, I'm gonna put that as number. So, Rorik has decided to investigate the nearby town of Helgan, see what this dragon was flying away from. But first, I do believe we should have something to eat while I just check I need this set up properly for me. Now I've set hunger rate and thirst rate to 2 because otherwise they happen all too often, and I've set these to highest possible simply because this mod, it's a really good mod, don't get me wrong, but it really does require a lot of food and drink. So I've set it up so small things give high nourishment, which is fine, because you know, when you're a bit hungry or mildly hungry, a big slice of bread would do you well, but apparently not according to this. So anyway, enough mod talk, let's dive back into Rorik's character. Now, Rorik is suddenly compelled to run to Helgan as fast as he can. He saw this beast fly from that direction, so he's concerned about the town itself. Of course, the wilderness of Skyrim won't leave him alone. Oh god, there's two. There's two. There's another one. There's always two, isn't there? Sorry, dear. Oh, right, wrong button. Potions. We do have potions of healing, which is just fortuitous. No, okay, that was it. That's all we had. Oh, crap. I could really do with some help here. Oh, no, come on. Jumping off there shouldn't have killed me. You are kidding. Oh, now I've got to set all these up again. Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's just do it as quickly as I can. This is a wild version, I accept all these every time. And apart from these stacks, I don't want to accept those now. Go on, next one. Dungeons, accept, decline, enable, okay. Last one, come on, let's have you. So, let's get started again, shall we? I'm not entirely sure how to explain these deaths yet, but, you know, we'll see. Maybe Rorik has a premonition about being ambushed by a wolf further down the road. Let's have something to eat, shall we? There we go. And also, my mod settings did not save, recall. There we go. Right. So now we died once. That's kind of rubbish, but you know, whatever. Let's just set everything up. Ah, God's sake, 2 and 1. Okay. So Rorik does not know. I'll just explain a bit about his character in the next part, apparently. So join me again for some more Skyrim. See you soon.